Welcome to One Mega Video Channel. Subscribe to the channel, like the video and share with your friends. In this video, we will see some of the facts that you might not know about Danish Royal Family. Danish royal family's history is very interesting, dating back more than a millennium. This makes us curious to know about the past and how it started. Being one of the oldest monarchies around the world, the current Danish monarchy have gone through leaps and bounds. As per Danish royal tradition, almost all royal members hold royal titles like prince and princess. It will be exciting to know more about them with some of the known and unknown facts. Let us begin. The era in which Harald's grandson, Sinet the Great, was living, it was considered the most glorious Viking age in Danish history. The current Danish royals has their roots in 10th century rulers of Denmark named Gorm the Old, but historians say even before in the 8th century, ruler named Hathaknut have lineage connected to the current Danish royals. And the kingdom is even older. Researchers say it goes back to 1200 years old, glorious past of monarchy. The most famous king of Denmark and Norway, Harald Bluetooth, made the local population of Danes to follow Christianity, leaving behind their roots from pagan culture. In the year 965 CE, Harald Gromson is remembered today for uniting and ruling Scandinavian regions of Denmark and Norway. Queen Margrethe I is remembered as most effective ruler of Scandinavia's history throughout her lifetime. She was the catalyst and the unifying force behind uniting the kingdoms of Denmark, Norway and Sweden. The three kingdoms were unified by her initiative by publishing the Treaty of Kalmar, which is famously termed as the Kalmar Union. In the coming years, she made her son the head ruler of all the three unified kingdoms. By her bravery and clever decisions, she was greatly admired and was one of the greatest woman powers in the region. The mighty ruling queen in the history of Europe. Her nickname, the Lady King, was apt and is always respected over the years. In January of 1848, when Denmark's king, King Henrik VII, ascended to the Danish throne, those times the absolutism was badly tinted word. Locals demanded for the ending of absolutism. It means end for an autocratic rule of the territory, to which king gracefully accepted the request of the local population and accepted to end the autocracy. The practice of absolutism dates back to year 1660 that transformed the monarchy that can be elected to monarchy that rules on hereditary lineage. King Henrik VII is considered one of the few monarchs of the past who accepted the public demand for which is remembered even today. King Christian X of Denmark is remembered for parading and rounding around the town on his horse during the German occupation of Denmark after their siege. The sole purpose of horse parading by the king himself on the streets of Copenhagen each and every day was to show resistance to the German occupation and German forces. He wore a square-shaped button which was engraved with Danish national flag that signifies his patriotism and makes sparks in the minds of the people watching it to resist. He was one of the most popular rulers of the modern times and made him the national symbol of the time. The small and effective strategies of the king made him smart and people's king at the time. Many stories and myths revolve around King Christian X and his life. According to 1942 British report, one mythical story says during his horse riding parade in Copenhagen around the town streets, he would wear the Star of David in solidarity for the Jews. The British report suggests that if Danish Jews were forced to wear the star for identifying them, the monarch himself also threatened that he would wear one too. But few fact checkers have debunked this myth and said that this incident never happened in Denmark but in Budapest, Hungary. What do you think? Do comment down your thoughts. Showing patriotism towards one country or kingdom, King Christian X have many tales under his name. One story says, after German occupation, during his routine horse ride in Copenhagen streets, he saw German flag hoisted over Hotel d'Angleterre. That used to be military headquarters of the occupying German forces. Looking at that, King immediately went over and asked to remove the flag, as it was breaking the agreement of armistice. The German soldier who was on the duty denied to remove the flag. The king replied with stern warning that he would order Danish soldier to do so if not taken away by the German soldier, to which the German guard replied that in retaliation we will shoot your Danish soldier if he tries to remove the flag. The king courageously answered that the Danish soldier is me myself. I will remove the flag if you don't. Eventually, the flag was taken down, which was hoisted against the armistice agreement. These small stories, myths or tales, you name it what you want, but it creates impact in the minds of the people and in one way makes the royal member immortal for their lifetime, for time immemorial. It was the times when Hitler was in power. He ordered arrest and deportation of Jews from the region including Denmark. Denmark was one of the safe places for Danish Jews before October 1943 from the perils of the Holocaust. King Christian X was the ruler of Denmark at the time. Knowing this information, the Danes unitedly identified the Jews of Denmark and explained them about the current situation and evacuated them to neighboring neutral country, Sweden. Roughly around 7,200 number of Danish Jews population was escorted in safe place in Sweden, which was almost 99% of the local Jewish population at the time that was saved from the Holocaust. It was humongous task to finance and perform for King Christian X. He did it wisely and accomplished the goal. The king is remembered and respected for this even today. Some incidents in the history are small but are carved in the timeline of the countries which are not forgotten. It was King Christian X of Denmark's birthday in the year 1942. The usage of telegram was common in those days. Adolf Hitler sent a birthday greeting message which was long and descriptive on King's 72nd birthday celebrations. When King received the telegram, he replied the long elaborative message with his tiny reply of best regards. Looking at the small reply, Hitler was shocked and took it as an insult. The small incident took a huge turn, which was named the Telegram Crisis. Reading the small reply, Hitler's ego was so hurt that he ordered to pull back his ambassador to Denmark and banish the ambassador of Denmark from Germany. For Hitler, his personal ego was bigger than his country's relations and interests. It is a sign of poor and immature mentality of Hitler that led to unexpected diplomatic crisis between Denmark and Germany in the year 1942. When it comes to scandals, Denmark royal family have its unpleasant episode in the past. Queen Caroline Matilda was wife of King Christian VII, who was suffering with mental illness for a long time. A German doctor named Johann Friedrich Struensee was appointed for the treatment of the king. The treatment was going on for a long time, and he was in constant touch with King's wife. Knowingly or unknowingly, an affair was started between the two, as the doctor was appointed as confidant of the king. Eventually, an affair blossomed to its full-blown, to that extent that Queen convinced the king to hand over and bestow his entire power to Dr. Struensee. The German doctor ruled the entire region of Denmark for almost a year and a half. The infamous reign of that 16-month period is termed as the time of Struensee and is considered one of the most shameful and scandalous affairs in Danish royal history. It is believed that this affair resulted into illegitimate daughter of the queen. Her daughter, Princess Louis Augusta, was unfortunate in one way, as she was looked upon by a doubtful way. The DNA reports were non-existent in those days, so no one can claim 100% that who was the real father of the child. As it is said, as many mouths will have as many talks. No one knows for sure, it's just a popular belief. But one thing was sure, the members of the Danish royal family were completely against the decision of German Dr. Struensee being the power controller of Denmark. Eventually, after completing 1.5 years of his reign, the charges of lèse majesté was applied on him and was arrested, and later the doctor, after proven guilty, was executed. Queen Caroline went to exile due to her improper consent, and at the age of just 23 years old, she died of scarlet fever. Queen Caroline Matilda became infamous for this unfortunate event which happened in her life and was unable to recover from her pains. We wonder What if her husband, King Christian VII, would not have become mentally ill and the doctor would have not come into her life? Then the Queen's life and the Danish history would have been so different. It is said when someone is blessed with powerful positions, they should not forget that this power comes along with bigger responsibilities and can be dangerous if not handled the situations in right way. No one should forget and cut away from their roots and should always learn from the past. Queen Margrethe II is one of the most loved Danish queen in Denmark royal family's history. Her simplicity and genuine personality makes her fans love her. From over the years, Queen Margrethe II is second female ruler to rule Denmark. The last female ruler was back in 14th century. Coincidentally, her name was also Margaret, so current queen is called Margrethe II. When current Danish queen's father, King Henrik IX, passed away in the year 1972. In those days, only male ascensions were allowed to the Danish throne. If there is no male heir to the throne existing that time, then there was issue. So a concession was passed to allow a female to ascend the Danish throne. In the year 1972, after Margrethe II's father passed away, she was ascended to the Danish throne and became Queen of Denmark. Queen Margrethe II married then diplomat Count Henrik de Montpezat and was given title Henrik, Prince Consort of Denmark. Queen Margrethe II and Prince Henrik have two children, elder son Crown Prince Frederik of Denmark and younger son Prince Joachim of Denmark. Prince Henrik was first male consort to a Danish queen. He retired from his royal duties in January 2016 and in the year 2018, on 13th of February, he died due to short illness. After his death, he in a way broke an age-old tradition of burying the dead body next to one's wife. Instead, he wanted his body to be cremated and not to be buried next to his wife when she dies in the future. It was the first time in past 500 years old tradition of Danish monarchy. The Prince Consort of Denmark chose his body's cremation after death, and he will be always remembered for his firm support for his wife, his family and the people. Like most of the European royal families have their allegiance to specific church, it is mandatory for the royal family of Denmark that the ruling monarch of Denmark must be a member of the Evangelical Lutheran Church of Denmark or the Danish National Church. They follow specific Christian denomination and is required to be a member of it as per their royal tradition. These were some of the facts about Danish royal family, some of them which are not so well known, as the Danish royal family is more than 1000 years old, so it has immense history associated and have equal shares of scandals, myths, stories that are not so well known. Even after serving Danish royal population for over a millennium, they are one of the most respected and loved royals in Scandinavia. Queen Margrethe II, Crown Princess Mary and the other Danish royal family members are having their own fan following and are one of the favorites of the tabloids, media and people from fashion-related field. Share your thoughts, which are the facts which you were not aware earlier and have newly learned from this video, and what do you love about Danish royal family, and what other known and unknown facts that you are aware of. Do let us know. Share your thoughts. Do comment below. Like the video and share with your friends and subscribe the channel. Thank you for watching One Mega Video channel. Enjoy your life and have a nice day.